Hello and welcome back to my corner of YouTube, which is very kooky. And I just thought I would show you my preparations for my Arty Fartober hoop, which I mentioned last video. And so this is my beginning part. Now, what I wanted, if I refer us back to my drawing here, I wanted to have the Arty Fartober 2023. Now you can't really see the 2023 so great, but I'm kind of happy with the fact it's kind of blended in. So I did that in a gold thread. So we've got Arty Fartober 2023, and you have to kind of look to see that there. But yeah, so how I did this, I made myself a little circle. It's kind of like a Suffolk poth that's been flattened, and then I embroidered the letters onto it, and I actually drew them on with a pen that disappears when you add water to it. So that's what I'm going to do next, is to get rid of the blue that's underneath there. But yes, it's all prepared now. I've decided on the prompts, the dark side. I'm definitely going to do a cookie, and there is a cookie in this book, the one that I mentioned previously. So that one I don't have to look for. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 more to figure out, which I might probably draw on here at some point, so that I've got kind of a reference as to what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, that's my prepped up hoop. I don't think it's just going to be in here for now, because what I want to do eventually is to paint the outside of the hoop, because I want it to be a kind of a greeny colour to kind of match the centre. So I'm going to do that at the end, I think, before I finish hooping it up. Otherwise it might get chipped, or I don't know. I just want to get all the pieces in and ready so that I can then sort out the decoration part afterwards. I probably also add some decor to this top part as well, where it can be hung. So once it's here, it's going to stay in the hoop when it's finished, so that I can hang it somewhere. That's the idea of it. Piece of linen that I used is like a blue linen, and I put it in there, and I've trimmed around the corners so that I don't keep sewing it into the centre when I'm sewing, which is, it's real. The struggle is real. Also, dragged out my, I don't know if you can see this, it's like the holder for the hoop, and I kind of sit on this bit here, and it can be sitting comfortably on, well, kind of in front of me when I'm stitching. So that's the plan I've got going with this. I had a few people saying that they'd quite like to follow along as well. A few people saying they couldn't actually get this book. If you're in the States, it's not out until the middle of October, I think somebody told me. Advice for that is to go onto Pinterest and search up the 1 stitch a day, or doodle journaling, or stitch journaling, and look for little ideas for the prompts that you're looking for. Or just try and find just a simple, I mean, with the portraits, all I'm going to do is like a simple face with the portraits, with things that show who it is basically on it, you know. So Annie's going to have her glasses on there, and the same with Tom. You know, we're going to put something in that shows that it's Tom basically. And the girl with the pink hair, I can figure that one out fairly easily. Neurographic art, as I've mentioned, it's just going to be a set of lines with some little French knots maybe where the joins are. Hobbit and Hobbit Home. So I'm going to be looking for little pictures to replicate those. And I think Under the Microscope is going to be fairly easy, maybe as well. So going to look for pictures of things that are microscopic images, and see if I can translate one down into a small stitched piece. So I think we're on track. I think we're all good. I just need to get these drawn out so that I know what I'm doing. I don't have to do that one, so I can't actually fold that one back. Yes, that's done. So I'm going to do the cookie and not actually Darth Vader, which makes my life a little easier. Yeah, so that's as far as I've got so far. I'm going to go off and research the little pieces I need to do that are not directly covered in the book and draw them out on here, perhaps, just to keep it all together in one place. So that's what I'm going to do next. And I'll be back when I've done my research. So for the next part of my preparation, I have written on a happy Halloween. This is going to be day 31, by the way, but because I want it to be central, I've actually done it as a first part. So what I'm going to do on day 31, instead of doing this bit, I will finish up the hoop. That's my plan, you know, kind of finish the backing, get it all sorted out and pretty. So that is basically the plan for that. But this is just a straight stitch. I used, rightly or not, this Gioconda white coal pencil. I've not really looked into the details of it, but it worked supremely well. It needs sharpening, actually. It worked really well for writing the letters on here so that I could stitch over them, and I think they just kind of brush off. It will brush off. I've tested it on a piece before. And then to kind of fill in those two gaps, and I've got Annie and Tom going the sides there, but I just wanted a few little autumny leaves. And that's my prep, really. The rest of it is going to be stitching out the prompts. Now, what I'm thinking with the prompts is that I'm going to get my hoop drawn out with everything that I've got on it already, and I'm going to try and draw in where vaguely I'm going to stitch each of the prompts. So that's going to be my next task, and I'll come back to you and show you that when I've done it. So that's as far as I have got with preparation for Arty-Fartober. As I said, I'm going to draw the little icons out onto a sheet of paper so that I can vaguely see where they're going to go. Now, the other thing that we have planned over on the Discord channel, if you're not a member, please go and join. It's fabulous. I'll leave the details in the description box. It's free to join. Everything, you know, it's just like a really lovely community of people there, and it's just a great place to just pop in, have a chat. There's lots of rooms for different things. So we have a craft show and tell, an art show and tell. A place for the stitchy squares, which is what I'm going to talk to you about at the moment. Now, excuse this back base here. I've been doing some painting, and actually, let's get rid of that. Oh my gosh, someone's escaping. It's a busy time at Kooky Towers at the moment, I'll tell you. We have an Inspired By challenge that I'm doing at the moment, which is inspired by Halloween, and that will be coming out on the 30th of September, which will be up here on the 30th of September. If you want to go and join in, check out the Discord channel. You'll be able to find out all the details if you want to join in the Inspired By challenge, so that you can create a piece that's inspired by Halloween, which is what I'm doing at the moment, which is why my desk is a complete and utter mess. But the other thing I wanted to talk to you about was the great big little stitch swap that we did. And I was just going to show you the kind of thing that I did for mine. Now, it's like a 12 centimetre square backing piece, but the most important thing is a 10 centimetre piece square that we stitch into. That's just to back it onto so that people can use it for whatever purpose they want it to be used for. So you go on to the Discord channel. The next Stitchy Square swap begins on the 1st of November. And and then all your stitched squares have to be out to the people that you're swapping with by the 31st of December, so you've got plenty of time. I've already started planning mine because we have our theme, and the theme for the Stitchy Swap is my favourite blank blank. Annie's decided that she wants to do, it's a favourite anything you want, so it can be anything. So I'm thinking my favourite might be my favourite animals, and so I made a start on my squares so that I can get a head start, because we all know how busy it gets around Christmas time, Yule, whatever you celebrate. And so I thought if I get a head start on some, then I've got a stash ready to go. This is one of the ones I made earlier. I don't know if I think I've probably shown him before. This is Christopher Christopher the crocodile, with his fez. But I'm going to be doing some similar to this. It's going to be an animal style, so it's going to be a different animal on each one, or maybe there might be a couple of duplicate animals because I like one very much. But that's what I'm going to do for my Stitchy Squares. You can do absolutely anything, and at the minute I do know that Annie and Tom are very busy putting together a gallery of all the as many of the Stitch Swap pictures that they can gather, and to put them in the gallery so that everybody can go and have a look and see all the beauteousness of what we stitched during that period. It has been a phenomenal success. Everybody's thoroughly enjoyed the whole process, which is why we're all so eager to get started for the November one. But if you're interested, please do pop over to the Discord channel, where you will find out lots more details. I think I've given you the basis of it, but it's always nice to have a chat with other people who've done it, and most of the people in the Discord channel have taken part in either the stitch or the art swap. And talking about the art swap, I got something in the post yesterday, which is beautiful. So I'm just going to, my microphone's decided to escape. Bear with me. Okay, so I have pre-opened this one, but I will take it out and show you the glory. And this is one of the art swaps that we did. So we did a little big stitch swap and a little big art swap. If anybody knows, if anybody's taken part and they've had this person to swap with, they'll probably recognise these cards. And if you know Annie, you'll recognise this from one of her card making videos that she's done very recently on her channel. You might want to pop over and have a look at. Hi Tori, thank you for swapping tiny art with me. I hope you like the square I made you, inspired by Miss Betsy. I love and hugs, Annie. Oh, look at that! There's a little male snail. Oh, I love this so much. This is awesome. Really lovely. I love that card. That's going to go on my little wall of beauteousness. And this is a square that she did me. Look at it. It's beautiful. It looks like it's pen and pencil by the looks of it. Coloured pencil. And it's just lovely. I love it so much. So thank you very much for that, Annie. I absolutely adore it. That's going with my other swappages. And I'm going to be putting these together. So I'm going to be putting the art swaps together and the stitch swaps together, because now I've got all my stitchy swaps in as well. So that's all beautiful. Another piece of happy mail I got, which I will show you. And I did previously open it, but I will show you what I got. So just bear with me. Now, this is all the way from America. I'll try and cover the... Look, I've got Ollie Owl. Oh, it's joyful. And inside I got this most beautiful message. Dear Tori, hope this reaches you in time for Halloween. Well, it definitely did. Thank you for many enjoyable hours of creativity. Fondly, Eugene. Oh, Eugene... And what Eugene sent me is just absolutely perfect for what I'm doing at the moment. Don't want to rip this beauty's paper. There we go, I can get it out without ripping it. But look at these! It's so lovely. I'll save that paper for my scrappage. Oh, tiny little weeny owls. and this beautiful piece of gold ribbon, which is glorious. I love all these little scraps. I'm a magpie, as you know, magpie womble. This little tag that says greetings for Halloween. I love that. I've got some glittery fabric and some really soft silk. That's beautiful. It's like a purpley blue. It's beautiful. Then we've got this, ooh, that's really nice. That's like a goldy silk. Then we've got, this is like an animal print cotton. That's beautiful too. Ooh, and some glitzy. My eyes sparkle. So that's like a lacy with a glitz in there. I've got some more of that lovely animal print there. That's beautiful. That's like a paisley cotton mix there. That's nice. Stupendously beautiful colours in that. I love that. Very autumnal. And this, I absolutely adore this skeleton fabric. Well, at the moment, Eugene, I'm probably going to incorporate some of these into my Inspired by Halloween piece, which I will be revealing, as I said, on the 30th of September. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I have had the busiest week this week. It's been absolutely crazy, and it's been my birthday week as well, so I've been out and about celebrating. And I'm just about to go out celebrating for a whole weekend's worth of dancing. So I'm going to go to a Northern Soul weekender, which is going to be phenomenal. I'm going to love that. So I'm trying to quickly grab everything together now and set off for that. I will be back next week. And as you know, if you are a member or a member of the Kooky Club, there isn't such a thing. If you are a magpie womble and you've been here for a while, you know that I always say I'll be back here soon with something else. Well, I will be. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more content of mine, then please consider subscribing. It makes a big difference to my channel if you do that thing. Or even if you just like the video, it really makes a huge difference. So take some moments just to click on the thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And I said, I will be back here soon with something else. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.